guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we got something pretty epic. In this box, we have the CNC router. This is the FoxAlien XE Pro, the 4040 XE Pro, and I am super excited to get it unpackaged, built, and check it out. This is kind of the monster version of the Masseter Pro, which I have over here. Let me show you. So this is the Masseter Pro, Masseter Pro. I get in trouble for saying it wrong every time. This thing is absolutely amazing. I do a lot of stuff with it. It is a really awesome machine, but I got the steroid version. Let me show you again. In this box, and I could not be more excited. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna do a quick unboxing, get all the parts laid out, and then we're gonna go ahead and assemble it, check it out, and yeah, get it together. So here we go. Let's go ahead and do it. Now that we got this thing unboxed, everything is laid out on the table, ready to be assembled. I don't think this thing is going to be more difficult than it would be to assemble the Masseter Pro. But I do want to show you one thing right now, side by side, because a lot of people don't really show you this. Check this out. This is the 400 watt motor. This thing is absolutely a beast. Check it out in my hands next to my noggin over here. Absolute monster. Probably weighs maybe 2 pounds. Just this spindle alone weighs about 2 pounds. Now let me show you what the Masseter Pro comes with. This is a 60 watt spindle. And check out this little baby right here. If this thing weighs a half a pound, you'd be lucky to say that this thing, I mean, check it out. It's like the size of my ear compared to the size of my head. The only thing that I will have to do is get a collet enlarger, I guess, because this only takes 1/8 inch end mills, and I'd use a 1/4 inch. Check out these NEMA motors right here. These things are so huge. This weighs a ton. You can also check out right here that this is a ball screw driven system. It does not use a belt, so the belts won't get wore out or they won't expand, and then you don't have to worry about replacing them. This is going to be an awesome machine that is going to be probably a lot lower maintenance than the Masseter Pro, which is over there. This is going to be an absolute huge upgrade to the shop. Now they are coming out, which I'm super excited. I will purchase this when we get a chance. They are coming out with an extension kit to make this 400 by 800, where that is 800 by 400. It's the same thing, but basically what they're gonna do is make this wider. This is actually gonna have a wider cut opposed to a deeper cut. It's gonna be the same thing. You just have to maneuver your designs when you do them. You have to just kind of organize them in a different orientation, but I will do the extension kit to this when it is available. I don't believe at the time of this video that it is available yet to purchase, but I'm super excited that they are making an extension kit. Over here in the workshop, we're gonna go ahead and do a whole dedicated table, because this is a monster. This thing is way more stronger, larger, even everything on the edge. I mean, just everything on this looks absolutely amazing. So what we're gonna do is let's go ahead and get this thing assembled, and when we come back, we'll give it a test and we'll try it out. Here we go. So I went ahead and I got the XE Pro all put together. Took me about 1 hour, and that is with actually recording, moving the camera here and there. This was ridiculously easy. As a matter of fact, it is even easier to put together than the Masuder Pro because you do not even need to worry about any belts. Just go ahead and connect your XY, your base, do some plug-in, and it is good to go. This thing is absolutely ridiculous. It is a tank of a machine. I can't believe how well built this thing is, how sturdy and strong this thing feels. It is an absolute beast. So now that I did that, let's go ahead and put down a piece of board. We're just gonna do a simple, quick test cut and see how this does. We're just gonna use the 1/8 inch bits. I wanna check out this motor, this 400 watt motor. I'm super excited to get that going and see what happens, but we'll go ahead and home the machine. We'll get it zeroed in. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna connect up my laptop over on this side, and we'll go ahead and move this out of the way. We'll bring my laptop over here, and then I'll go ahead and get a test done. So let's see how this thing is. I'm super excited. I think it's gonna be amazing. I'm super happy that I got this XE Pro in my arsenal. And yeah, but I'm just gonna need more room because as you can see, I'm running out of space over here. So, but this is gonna be a primary engraving CNC machine. That is probably gonna be my primary laser engraver with the 80 watt FoxAlien laser. So I'm pretty excited that I got all this stuff going. So super grateful that I'm able to do that. So, all right, but without that being said, let's go ahead and get everything hooked up and we'll get a test cut going. Here we go. All right, guys, so I have everything set up ready for my first initial cut. So I have my laptop here hooked up to the machine, and on the front of the FoxAlien, there is a little switch that you have to make sure that this is connected to the PC, because if you click it over to controller, it's going to be run by this and not the PC. Also make sure that your e-stop is good to go. So you want to make sure that the e-stop is not depressed in. This is the speed of the spindle. It's on max, but I think for now, I'm just going to make sure that we move it to probably about halfway, and we'll control it from there. The other thing that I did was I got my Z probe hooked up. There is the same thing in the back of the unit that you just kind of connect that. And what that does is that tells you the space that you need between your end mill here and your bit. Basically, that's going to determine the space that you have. It's going to set it perfectly. So you want to make sure that your Z probe is configured correctly in your software that you use. Make sure that you have the right setting. And I believe this is a 15 millimeter Z probe. I will double check that with my calipers. So you want to make sure that you have that set correctly. And the other thing is this right here. I did the tape method. I really do not like using these right here. These are the clamps that hold down your piece of wood that you're going to be engraving, or metal or aluminum or whatever you're doing, plastic. I really do not like these. These are kind of a pain in the butt, and they do tend to shift around. The tape method is the best. If you're not sure on how to do that, if you're interested, I can put a quick video, as far as that, onto the channel as well. So this test is just going to be a quick V-groove test. We're not going to do anything crazy. So with that being said, we're going to hook it up to easel for the very first time. So let's go ahead and see what happens. So let's see if it recognizes the machine and go from there. All right, let's go to a new project. Let's go to new project. Let's go ahead and see if we can home the machine. Let's see if it recognizes the machine without doing anything. Yep. Awesome. Right off the bat, it definitely recognizes the machine. So what it's going to do is it's going to bring the machine to the front left. Awesome. So now this is homed in, and what we're going to do now is we're going to move the machine over to this point right here, and we're going to go ahead and make sure that our Z probe is set correctly. So I think I did change it in my easel software. So let's go ahead and make sure that I have my depth of my Z probe correct. So this is coming in at 14.95 and then 15.02 on this side. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this at a 15 millimeter. So we'll do a 15 millimeter Z probe. All right, now that I got my Z probe configured, what I want to do is I want to bring it over here to the front corner of my machine, and then we're going to go ahead and probe it and then get that configured, and then we'll go ahead and do our first engrave and see how it does. All right, guys, so now that I got a design in my program easel, what I'm going to do is go ahead and get this thing moved, and we'll go from there. So let's go ahead and move the machine. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use the Z probe to go ahead and make sure that we're good to go. So let's go to the machine. Let's go to carve. We're going to confirm the thickness, secure. Let's attach this clip. All right, now we're probed. Now that it knows exactly where it is in that piece of wood, it should be good to go, and we should be ready to start. So we're gonna set this as the XY axis. Let's turn on the spindle and see what happens. That is it. That is the video of the day. This is the FoxAlien 4040 XE Pro, and it is an absolute monster of a machine. Super well built, ridiculous motors. The ball screw driven system is an absolute on point system. Check it out right there. That was just a really quick design. I just threw my logo in there and did a really shallow engraving on this piece of, I don't even know what it is, maybe basswood or something like that, but check it out. Flawless first time use. It just homed in the machine. Easel picked it up right off the bat. Super easy to use. Amazing assembly. This thing really took me probably about 30 to 40 minutes tops to build. I know we're gonna be doing a lot of projects in the near future using this machine. I do have a really cool thing coming up. So if you want to, I would say like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff, because I do have some really awesome stuff coming up in 2024 that I'm super excited to share with y'all. So again, I really appreciate everybody. I hope everybody has a very happy new year. And until that next video, make sure y'all do one thing, stay awesome. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.